Am I on?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna talk about getting our heart on.
Are we on here?
Go back to the basics and just get your. You've lost the basics.
Are you ready for me, Diane?
Come on, Daniel. All right, let's do this thing. Did you go on a retreat?
All right.
You gone on a retreat if they were all in their clothes and they weren't wild and free and.
That's real bromance right there. I love it.
Do I need to check my hair?
Usable in there.
What? All right. I had an enlightening epiphany the other night that I have to share. I have to.
Share.
It's not even an obligation. It's just I'm passionate about this idea. I did some calculations and I realized that with over 7 billion people currently on the earth, that if you are fortunate enough to live to 100 years young and you spend 12 hours a day with 12 different people, that you will still only meet 0.006, actually less than 0.006% of the Earth's current population. That's growing pretty darn fast, especially when amazing people like this are having 3 kids.
Hey everybody.
So what that means, what does
I just
that mean?
said everybody.
Yeah, he thinks he knows everybody. In reality, what 0.000% of the Earth does he actually know?
That's a great question.
So that being said, my question to you is, what business do you or do I have spending a majority or really any amount of time with people that don't add value, love, and light and life to our years in this short period of time, relative to eternity? Beyond that, about the people you're spending time with, what are you doing with your time? And as some of you may know, I'm getting ready to embark upon the 10 All-In journey from June of this year to June of next year. So yeah, I figured the best way for me to prepare for this journey that I'm taking with 10 others is to be hanging out with all-in 10s. And this is where this guy comes in and other people that I'll be soon interviewing, because I am a strong believer that you are becoming your environment. You've heard the saying that you are the average of the 5 people that you hang out with, and I think that goes for your fitness levels, for your financial levels, for your fun levels, for your happiness levels. So I'm gonna let you in on this journey with me.
I want to say this. It feels so important that we treat ourselves and invest into ourselves like we've always wanted others to invest into us. Everything shifted for me personally when I started to invest into myself like I wanted my parents to invest in me or my friends to invest into me. But when I took responsibility for that, I owned it and I said, no, I am my best asset. I'm my best investment. I'm going to build around myself. I'm going to treat myself like I've always wanted to be treated. And you know how I always wanted to be treated? I wanted people to go all in on me, but I wasn't willing to do it with myself. I did it. I'm still doing it. It's paying off massively. I love that Daniel is creating 10 all in. That just feels really, really good. I want to challenge you. You're worth going all in on yourself. Go all in. Do it. You know you want to. You know when you want to do this with Danimal. You know when you want to be around him. This is the way to do it.
Maybe more so than anyone I've spent a lot of time with. He really knows what it means to go all in.
Yeah, 2.5 years ago, Jenny and I, my wife, we were building a house. Yeah, we had a certain amount of money that we were going to build our house with, and we were presented with an opportunity to go all in on ourselves, to partner with someone that had the gift of perspective and the gift of structure, and it so happened to be the exact amount that we had for our house. And I'll tell you that amount. It was $85,000. That was the exact amount we were going to put down on our down payment for our place, and we used that money to partner with ourselves. 2.5 years later, what that has produced, it's produced clients that now pay me over $250,000 to partner with them, clients that pay me $125,000, $150,000. I have clients that are willing to go 6 figures deep on me because I went to that level with myself. So it's also produced this home that I now live in here in one of the most beautiful cities and counties in the United States, maybe even the world, huh, Danimal?
I would say so. The more I've traveled around the world, the more I get sucked into this beautiful place known as Encinitas.
I feel so powerful that I went all in on myself. I've wanted people to do that with me all my life, but I finally did that with myself. And what it produced has just been, it's been a life change. And so it's had real results. And I know that you partnering and going all in on yourself with Danimal or whoever is going to produce massive results, and it's what we all want.
All right, so before you made that $85,000 investment, basically going all in on yourself,
Oh yeah.
what was your biggest client before that?
$500 a month.
So it made quite a change.
To say the least. It went from $500 a month to $20,000 a month. I have people that write me checks from their business for $20,000 a month. Before that, it was small potatoes. And the reality was I was playing small myself. I got back what I was investing into myself. That was nickel and diming myself. So that's what shifted.
So you're used to going all in on yourself. I see there's a pattern here. But what if someone's watching this and they've never gone all in on themselves? Do you have any advice for someone that's never taken that leap, or how do they take that first step?
I think it's following that energy that we call scary. We say, oh, this feels scary. Really, that energy is just an energy that wants to take you higher. It wants to launch you into your dreams and into your destiny and into the path that you really want to be on. So the first thing I would do is I would change that label from scary to connection or dreams or exciting, and say, man, follow that exciting energy, because it really wants to take you where you've always wanted to go. So if you're feeling that even right now, man, partner with that energy, knowing that it is a faster energy that's wanting to connect you to bigger waves.
Here's a good question. Now that you have the privilege of helping other people go all in themselves, have you ever seen someone go all in and regret it, or everything fell apart, or now they're living in the streets? Have you ever seen their world collapse? You know what you fear, because sometimes you fear, oh, if I spend this much money, I'll be broke. Has that happened? Have you seen many people lose it?
I have not.
You have not?
I have not. I mean, with the people that I have worked with, the things that need to crumble, but the things that are pure and are seeds of great loving creative seeds that really need to flourish, those are the ones now that are able to flourish. So some of the things do fade away and crumble that need to crumble. I've never seen someone investing into themselves and that investment taking them down. What it does is it purifies what they're already creating and then gives their dreams an actual chance. And give yourself a chance. Come on, get in the game.
And in your expert opinion, why do I have my shirt off right now?
In my expert opinion, Danimal's getting back to the basics. Come on, showing off this amazing body that he's been able to create, allowing others to see his greatness. Daniel's not just a great body, but he has deep perspective. And so I think right now you're showing off the abs because you are becoming okay again with how amazing you really are, and you're very proud of what you created.
There's some pretty wise people that say that people are actually more fearful of what they are capable of than a failure. Do you believe that? And is that part of your message? Is that something you've seen along the way?
Yeah, I think we're very afraid to shine. We're not as much afraid of our weakness. We really know our weakness, but we're definitely afraid to be great. We're afraid of the rejection that could bring. We're afraid of the disapproval that could bring. Danimal taking his shirt off opens him up to far more rejection than Danimal having his shirt on. But the flip side of that
especially because I'm fit.
If
I was fat, people would be a little more comfortable with that.
That's exactly right. In fact, I'm about to take my shirt off. It's time.
It is some good sun right now.
Time. It's so much good sun right now.
So you might feel a little rejection. Are you starting to worry what people might think?
There's a little bit. Did I just do something that I'm going to regret? Standing next to these pythons right here. You know, I've been doing Pilates. Okay, I've been doing Pilates. Check out the try right there. You see that? Okay, but I think there is this thing. Yeah, if I take my shirt off, will that ruin my elite brand that I have? Will that ruin everything that I build? Will I be able to handle the intense disapproval?
And so how do you recommend people doing this? Because this is something you've had. What I heard earlier was instead of not only facing your fears, your key to success was chasing your fears.
Yeah. I think that we have to not resist the pain and not resist the fear, because what we resist always persists. And so if you're resisting fear or connecting with that fear, fear is only going to keep coming into your world. The more that you can partner with that energy, go through that energy. What I've seen, when you go through that energy, you turn, when you don't go through that energy, you turn 40-day journeys into 40-year journeys. You make things longer and harder than what they need to be.
So instead of thinking your way around the experience for 40 years, you're saying that we might just be able to feel our way through it in 4 days.
Yeah, the
And
children
the energy that comes from that.
This is my pastoring background, but the children of Israel are a great example. As they crossed the desert, that was a 40-day journey that they turned into 40 years because of an inability to really process their pain, even their fear of greatness of crossing over into the promised land. And so I think what we're offering people is an opportunity to cross over into their promised land.
Yes, and a wise man once told me, known as you, that real suffering is not experiencing pain, but it's denying pain.
Yeah, pain denial. Pain denial is man, that is suffering at its finest. I have a passion to help people eliminate their suffering by going through these places of pain, these places of fear, these places of disapproval, these places of rejection, and embodying their greatness. And there's no better way to go through that than Danimal right here, embodying these big old pectoral muscles.
Embodying.
And you like that?
Body.
And everybody needs to see this.
So what I'm hearing from you and from others, countless others that I would judge to be very successful, are that you've learned how to fail successfully. That you're not afraid. I mean, you are afraid of failure, but you faced that.
Contrast is a beautiful thing. My wife and I really now call it, instead of failing, we call it contrast, because contrast always reveals more of what I want. The more contrast I experience, the more I know clearly what I want, and that clarity is power, and it gives me the ability to produce it. But if I resist contrast, I resist clarity, therefore I resist power. When you're resisting failure, you're actually pushing away the power that you're supposed to embody and live in.
Yeah,
Don't shout me down when I'm preaching good, Animal. Come on.
Oh no.
Come on, brother.
I would say one of the most successful self-help gurus, authors ever, Napoleon Hill. If I'm not mistaken, he has a quote along the lines of, with every failure comes a seed of equivalent success for the future.
Yeah.
And when you really feel that and when you really embody that, then you can almost celebrate each failure.
Yeah. Big no's equal big yeses. So when someone goes through a big no of rejection, I know immediately there's a massive yes that's about to take place in your life.
And one of my other favorite speakers, Joel Osteen, I remember him talking about that sometimes when you walk into a high security building, there's 2 doors. And in order for the next door to open, the one behind you has to close.
That's awesome.
So sometimes when that door feels like it's closed, there's a better one opening up simultaneously. Come on.
No, I love that. But you get a little stiff with me. Don't get
It's on me. It's on me.
You get stiff.
So yeah, I'm going all in with 10s to get ready for 10 all in. And if someone else wants to go all in with you or kind of figure out how to get in your presence, because I really do believe that some sort of energetic spiritual osmosis that you really are becoming your environment.
Yeah.
I can't drive that point home hard enough.
Yeah.
So if someone wants to be in your presence, how are they going to do that?
We're having our Global U training in Austin, Texas, April 10th through the 12th.
See, he said I was getting stiff on the interview, but look at him.
Come on.
I'm still moving.
All right, I'm sorry. April 10th through the 12th. Austin, Texas. Come on, JW Marriott. We have the world's most elite gathering.
So when you say the most elite, what do you mean by the most elite?
Man, I'm just talking like people that are successful, gifted. They're 10s coming together.
Because I want to make sure we don't slip into the idea by being part of your community that we're superior. Because we had to talk about this last night, the difference between Brandon and other people that I've been involved with in the self-development world is Brandon has this unique ability to help yourself feel significant, not necessarily superior. Because you can slip into some of these whether it's like a raw vegan. I've been there when I was eating. I'm not saying all raw vegans are like this, but when I was a raw vegan, I felt like I was better than other people. Yeah. And I don't. And we were talking about this last night, how that's analogous to, what was it? The difference of admiration versus
admiration versus connection or love.
Superiority is to significance as admiration is to connection and love.
Ooh, that's good.
Feel that one for a second.
Yeah, that was a heavy revy.
Feel it.
That was a heavy revy. Superiority. We're going to talk about this. We're going to do another one of these. I kind of imposed my own desire on you there, but we need to do it. Come on, we need to do another one on
Well,
superiority.
let's don't need it. Let's want it.
Okay, I want it.
All right. Maybe it's the same.
I want to do another one with you, Danimal.
Superiority is to significance as obligation is to passion.
Ooh, man.
Or maybe superiority is to significance as agreement is to a disagreement-based connection.
Ooh, come on now. Now you're talking about
These are big topics.
You're talking about ending wars here. You're talking about
These are book titles.
man. We just spit out ideas. We can stay doing this long enough. We really could probably run for president. Would y'all vote for us?
I had a little fear slip in. There's gonna be some good YouTube haters on this one.
You did?
Yeah, but I'm
Why?
good with it. I'm good with it. I'm good with observing my fears and insecurities. I've found that's the most freedom with my emotions. Instead of, like we alluded to earlier, instead of resisting them,
Why are you
dive
afraid
deep
of these
into
YouTube
I don't
haters?
know. What is that about?
These trolls. And they're just trolls. They're keyboard trolls. I mean, that's all they do. You're so arrogant. You don't even know the Bible. You're so misguided. It's kind of nasty. It's not cool.
But you gotta be okay with being hurt.
Yes.
You wanna put yourself out there and make a real
I'm letting
impact.
you know how I really feel. That stuff's just awful. It's nasty. It doesn't feel good. But you know what? It's not going to keep me from taking my shirt off with Danimal. Yeah, you've got to put yourself around people that are doing what you want to do no matter the cost. And if Danimal is doing what you want to do, creating a lifestyle-friendly business built around himself, and that's what you want to do, partner with him. If you want to become an expert at you want to partner with someone who's working with some of the world's most elite, man, do what you got to do to be around me.
Yeah, you've become somewhat of an expert of manifesting your dreams into reality.
Yeah.
So what is it you want next? Without giving too much away, I don't want you to share goals if that's personal to you. But what are you going to do for yourself to take it to the next level?
Jenny is my wife, and we've been asking ourselves, we're asking this question every day. What feels uncertain? Our dreams are in the realm of the uncertain. So what today feels uncertain, and let's do it. You know, it may be buying some Louis Vuitton luggage. That's what we did one day. We bought some Louis Vuitton luggage that we've always wanted, and we did. That was the most uncertain thing we could do, so we did it. It was awesome. Felt so good. We got this house, this beautiful house on almost an acre here in Encinitas. That was uncertain, and we partnered with it, and it comes through every time. I think what feels the most uncertain right now is really to let go of day-to-day tasks.
Good
I know that
advice.
doesn't sound like changing the world, but it is.
It's great advice.
Me letting go of the little things and totally connecting with my kids when they come home from school feels uncertain, but it feels so right.
I like that. The Wisdom of Insecurity.
Yeah.
By Alan Watts. All right, so if this is your first time ever hearing about the 10 all-in concept, click on the homepage video on this new YouTube channel. Subscribe while you're at it to show your love. You know, you get what you give and you give what you get. So think about that and click subscribe while you're considering that. And if you're going to join Brandon April 10th through the 12th in Austin, Texas, one of my favorite cities, just click on the link below to find out more information.
You've been to a U training.
I have, and I learned a lot of good stuff. And that was one of those ways of me investing my time and energy into something that was going to add more value in my life, so I can give that to others.
Yeah. Look for Danimal and I. We're going to be doing some partnership stuff together. More videos, possibly some events, and we've got a good synergy, great connection, and yeah,
A good mantimacy.
a good mantimacy. Yeah, we're going to get our heart on together. We're kind of slipping in there. We're kind of sliding in there some of our ideas that we have, like get your heart on, mantimacy.
It sounds like something else. He's saying get your heart on. Like,
Yeah, what'd you think I said? I said get your heart on. Get your head, get your
Love
mind
dub.
out of the gutter. I mean, come on.
Love give.
Yeah.
Love give.
I mean, some of you out there
Love
have ED. I mean, that's just emotional dysfunction. Danimal and I, we want to help you in that. Come on, we got some
What would
simple
you
tips.
prescribe if someone's feeling like they're a little soft?
Yeah, going limp is a big issue. I think that people just need to stay tuned out there. That's a great cliffhanger.
Because sometimes I'm feeling a little soft.
Yeah, I get it. I get it, man. I mean, there's times that I can't rise to the occasion.
I'm thinking if we could just package in a pill some vulnerability, some intimacy, and some authenticity,
relationship. No, growth,
relationships,
yeah.
and not,
awareness.
Yeah, awareness. Awareness burns through everything. Awareness
Yeah.
is, to me, awareness is always like the elevator to the next level.
Yeah. Soft is the new hard.
I'm feeling a little better about it. So embrace my softness.
Embrace your softness. Yes.
And all right, let's see.
How many of you out there get to tweak animals' nipples? I do.
I do.
Me and the camera girl.
Yeah, just stay fun. Stay fun. You're rocking this.
But they like it when I tweak your nipples.
Is there anything else?